Welcome to Ageless with Adrianne. I'm Adrianne Caparuso. Today I want to talk to you a little bit about your nutrition and some healthy snack ideas. So I commented on nutrition in one of the other videos. I'm talking about the five healthy things for your lifestyle so that you age well and you mature with a good quality of health. I touched on nutrition briefly. I want to elaborate a little bit on nutrition and the importance of it. I know I have a video in here on protein, and I'm going to re-emphasize protein being of the utmost importance as we become more mature, but I'm going to talk about a number of different things. So let's first talk about what are healthy foods versus unhealthy. I know that a lot of you like to bake, my active agers. I know a lot of you like cookies and the treats, and while those are okay in moderation, let me just say this first, I never fully pull things out of somebody's diet when I work with them. From a nutrition perspective, I don't believe in deprivation, but I do believe in modification and changing things a little bit to make it one step closer to being as healthy as can be. So let's talk about healthy foods. What are healthy foods? When you look at ingredient labels, we are not looking for there to be 35 different ingredients. That to me is very chemically processed. And if you've ever Googled some of those ingredients where you don't know how to pronounce them, you're not always going to find the greatest information. The laws in other, like Europe, are much stricter than what we have in the United States. So you have to advocate for self when it comes to health. What's healthiest? Obviously eating from the ground. Anything that grows, the fruits, the vegetables, all of that stuff is really, really healthy and good for you. They're good carbohydrates. A lot of fruits have great antioxidants in them, and those things are really important. The other thing is we need good fats and good proteins. So while carbohydrates, we never want to cut carbohydrates out of our diet, we definitely want to focus on fats and proteins. Why? Fats and proteins will satiate you for longer and fill you up. So when you're filling your body with good fats, and I'm not talking about like the fat found in ice cream, I'm talking about good healthy fats, avocados, egg yolks. Those are good healthy fats. Peanut butter has some good fat in it and good protein. So that's a nice combination right there. When you have that, you're going to fill up faster and you're just going to feel good because it's food that your body will be able to utilize, as opposed to putting things that are just waste and toxins and toxicity will add toxicity to your body. So just be aware of what you're eating. When you can eat as pure as possible, obviously that's the best for your body. When you're looking at things like your meats, there's a lot of controversy about organic versus non-organic. When I'm looking at meats, one of the things that I'm looking at is I'm generally looking at how the animal was treated. When the animal is in a happy, healthy environment, the quality of the meat is going to be better for your body than not. So if the animals are in stressful conditions, their bodies are producing a quality of meat that comes from being in that stressful condition. So that's one of the things I want you to look at when you're looking at how you're buying your food, like what you're seeing on the grocery shelves. How was the animal treated? Was it force-fed? Was it fed this? Was it fed that? Did it have room to graze? Is it eating grass, or is it eating, whatever? Look at all of those things because they're really, really important. Was it treated with hormones and antibiotics? Ask the questions so that you know what you're getting, because how that animal was treated, it will directly impact how your body responds to what you're giving it. So let's talk about some healthy snacks. Nuts, any type of nut, in moderation. They're high in fat generally. So while fats are good, you don't want to be eating, overabundance of fats. But nuts are a really good snack to have because they should fill you up. When you can combine something like a snack that I make sometimes is a peanut butter, a banana with a little bit of peanut butter, because I'm getting my carbs there, my fat and my protein, and I'll drizzle a little bit of honey on it sometimes. I'll make an apple. I'll cut up an apple, I didn't make it. I'll cut up an apple, put peanut butter on that, and I'll put some shredded unsweetened coconut on it. These are just some really delicious ideas to get healthy foods in your body. And if you want that sweet thing, that's why I put the honey on the banana. The banana is a more sugary fruit. And I know they say it has potassium. Yes, there are other things that have more potassium than bananas. But bananas are good, but sometimes when I want something sweet like a dessert and I don't really want to have the dessert, I will I'll put some peanut butter on, drizzle a little bit of organic honey on it, and it satisfies that sweet tooth. The other thing that I want you to think about when you're consuming food and snacks and that type of thing is when you are consuming a lot of carbohydrates. And by carbohydrates, I mean like bagged stuff, boxed stuff, things that are not fruits and vegetables that are coming from the ground. When you consume those, look at consuming something with it. And by something with it, I mean something with fiber, something that's really delicious, like, I don't know, something with fat and protein with the carbohydrate. Why? Carbohydrates, they turn to sugar, and they'll shoot your blood sugar through the roof, and then you'll have a crash. And then you'll be hungry again really soon too. So when you are combining your food with fats and proteins and the carbohydrate, you're getting a very well-balanced, macro-balanced snack that should satiate you without giving you the sugar rush and the sugar crash, okay? So we want that blood sugar to be stabilized and not be shooting through the roof. So if you need ideas, please comment below or book a call with me, and I can give you some websites to direct you to some really healthy eating websites. The one other thing that I really do have to touch on, and I've said it in the YouTube video on protein, is protein. Protein is so important to support your lean muscle mass. Once you turn 60, that muscle mass starts to go very quickly, which is why I'm really adamant about lifting weights. The muscle mass starts to go very fast. The protein will help support the lean muscle mass. And so at a minimum, we're looking at 100 grams of protein a day. And you're like, oh my gosh, that's so much protein. Is it? Look at how much you can get with your meats during your meals. If you don't eat meat, there are eggs, there are nuts, dairy products, Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, regular cheese has a lot of protein in it. These are all good sources of protein. I personally cannot get enough protein just through food. I have a protein shake every day. And it's not just a random protein shake that I pulled off the shelf. It's not Orgain, it's not, to throw out some brands, it's not Orgain, it's not, I don't know what other brands are out there. But the protein that I choose has so many superfoods in it, prebiotics, probiotics, digestive enzymes, so that when I am consuming that shake, the digestive enzymes help my body to absorb the nutrients and the superfoods. So if you need help and you're looking for a protein shake, something that's going to satiate you and make you feel really good, and I will tell you that I've been doing protein shakes for over 20 years, maybe 25 years at this point, and I have found the one that satiates and makes me feel the best. If you are looking for something like that, please message me down below or book a call with me and I'll share with you which one I use. I'm happy to talk about it. I love it. If you can't tell, I love it. So that's another way I meet my protein goals every day, plus get some of those superfoods in so that I'm not nutrient deficient. So I want you to pay attention to what you're putting into your body. Open your refrigerator. What do you mostly see? Is it fruits and veggies? Is it alcohol? I know some of you really like your alcohol. I'm not opposed to it. Just, are you still getting the good foods in your body? When you open your freezer, what do you see? And then the most important here is when you open your pantry, what do you see? Your refrigerator should be fuller than your pantry because you should be eating more fresh fruits, vegetables, meats, eggs, all of that stuff, more than the bagged, boxed stuff. So I want you to think about it, I want you to consider it, and I want you to know some ideas for healthy snacks. If you love some of the bagged stuff, have some organic corn chips with hummus. You're getting good fat and protein in that hummus. Legumes are an excellent source of protein and fats. They're amazing. Legumes are so great for protein. What about guacamole? Really healthy fat, eat that with your tortilla chips. Have some carrots with your hummus, have some cucumber with your hummus. Because the carbs of the vegetable are working in tandem with the fat and protein of the hummus. The tortilla chips with the guacamole, you're getting the healthy fats. You're missing a little protein there. You're getting some protein, but not a lot. And the carbs, you're getting fat and carbs together, so they're helping balance a little bit. So think about these things as you're going about your day. How can you eat healthy? What can you eat healthy? Where is your food coming from? Pay attention to where this food is coming from. How are the animals treated? You can tell this also with eggs, actually. Let me just touch on this and then I'll end this video. Eggs that have a really bright yolk, and I mean bright, you'll know when you see it, they are treated more humanely than eggs that have a dull yellow color. The yolks are dull and yellow. Generally, when the chickens are free range chickens and they're free to roam and they're being fed a good diet, the egg yolk is bright yellow, almost orange. It's so bright. When the chickens are in average to low conditions, the yolks are very dull. So this is one way. This is what I'm talking about when I say know where your food comes from, know how the animals are treated, because it makes a difference it makes a difference not just on how you're going to feel, but the amount of nutrients that you're taking into your body from that specific thing. Because the worst thing in the world, and this has happened to me, is that you eat really healthy and your body's not absorbing the nutrients. I couldn't figure out, I was the healthiest sick person I knew. I worked out, I ate so healthy, and I was getting sick all the time. And I finally went to a functional medicine doctor, and they said to me, your body is not absorbing the nutrients from your healthy food. And they put me on a digestive enzyme. I'm not recommending that for you. I'm just saying that was my situation. Pay attention to whether your body's absorbing the nutrients. How do you feel after you eat? Satiated? Hungry an hour later? Look at what's on your plate. All right, I hope this was helpful. If you need help with protein shakes or any kind of food information, comment below or go to my website and shoot me a message. We'll get on a call. We'll have a conversation about it. Stay healthy.